Hey everyone, it's Alonda. This is week 72 of my GLP-1 weight loss journey. One thing I can tell you is that consistency is inconsistent. Oh yeah, consistency is inconsistent. And when you ask why, it's simply because our bodies have a certain way of adjusting to the things that is put forth. Let's get into today's quote. Consistency is doing the work even when the results are inconsistent. And that's by James Clear. I actually have a second one because this one also resonates with me. The only consistent thing about growth is its inconsistency. So I've been on this GLP-1 weight loss journey for 72 weeks, which is a milestone, people. It is a milestone because in the Eli Lilly trials for Zepbound, those participants stayed on the medication for 72 weeks. They also had trainings, like food dietitian trainings. They were monitored on their activity level and, of course, the medication. And of those people lost on average 20% of their body weight. I, at 72 weeks, averaging 1 pound per week, have lost 27.27% of my body fat. So I am, or body weight. So I am ecstatic about that. But if you've been following me, at least for the last couple of months, you'd know I've been a 4-month stall. 4-month stall, y'all. It has been torturous, but I've been pushing through because I've been consistent. Consistent in the fact that I try to walk 3,000 steps per day, but there's something good about that. I've actually, and I haven't told y'all this, but I've actually been averaging 5,000 steps per day. Now I know a little something about myself. If I would have told myself, let's do 5,000 steps per day, I probably would have failed myself. I would have. I just know me. So by me keeping it at 3,000 steps per day, I'm actually superseding my goal. So it's like cherries on top. It's like, oh, girl, you're doing even better than you thought you could. Yes, I am, because I'm consistently trying to do better than the day I did before. And by doing that, I've worked myself up to 5,000 steps per day. Now, some of you might be like, well, I do 10,000, I do 15,000, and that's good. I'm not there. That's not my journey. My journey was coming from walking 500 steps per day. Yeah. A year ago, I was walking 500 steps per day. So the fact that I'm averaging 5,000 per day, at least for the last 3 weeks, is wonderful. And if you know, you know that I've been in the stall, and the 3 things I was told to do: increase my calories, keep moving, and drink more water. And I've been doing those things. And eventually my stall broke. Now again, I'm not a medical professional. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a lady on a weight loss journey. And these are the things that worked for me because I was consistent. What was the inconsistent part of my journey is the fact that I couldn't control what my body was doing. I showed up for myself, and that was my input, but the output was the variable. And there were too many things to dictate what caused that. It could be the amount of stress I had. It could be my hormone fluctuations, which is a lot of that going on. It could be water retention. It could be the fact that I had started strength training and I was gaining muscle mass. There were a lot of variables. And another variable that really, I really have to keep my mind on and my eyes on is my sodium intake. I've realized quite a few things have sodium in it, and that will definitely impact my body. So, woo. So, this weight loss journey has been unpredictable in a predictable way. As long as I keep showing up for myself, doing the things that I need to do for myself, there's going to be some things I can't control. And y'all know that scale was one of them. And I tried to defy the odds. I actually bought 3 different scales. So, in case one was broken, and And no matter what scale I stood on and how I stood on it, they all read basically the same thing. Boo, you in a stall. Yeah. So now that I've worked my way through it, I've kind of hit that point where I'm like, so when do I do the next step, which is adjust? People often forget the fact that just being consistent doesn't mean you stay the same. We know this is not a linear progress. It's not. You're going to have to do this. It's, oh, look at the girl. That's my marker. That's not lipstick, it's marker. But you have to realize that you have to adjust your consistency. And I gave this example on my live yesterday. By the way, if you caught my live, thank you so much for coming. If you watched the replay, thank you so much for watching. And I apologize for the mic issues. I don't know what my issue is with lives other than my nerves. My nerves be getting me, girl. They be getting me. But yeah, I don't know. I used a different computer, a whole different set. I did a test run, like, I don't know, it was like 2 days ago to make sure that the computer would work fine, because this is a different computer than the one I normally use. And then I went to go on live, and life just said, ooh, let's throw a wrench. That's what happened. So what I can tell you is when I do a live, it's consistently inconsistent. That's what I can tell you. Just like my weight loss goals. They're consistently inconsistent. Even down to that. I, again, average 1 pound per week. But there were weeks when I had 4 pounds, weeks when I had 0.8, 0.4. Then there were weeks when I had 3 pounds. But it still averaged out to 72. And that is a great milestone because I was able to break through at 27.27% of my body weight. So again, I've been consistent with myself trying to take the medicine, trying to stay at the 3,000 steps, constantly drinking my water. And then it's my new concoction of flavored water. And I got a video coming up about that. I got a bunch of videos. So if you have not liked and subscribed or hit that notification bell, this is the time to do it. Because I kid you not, y'all about to get sick of seeing me. You're about to get sick of me. Like, girl, again? Another one? Another one? Another one? But don't worry. It's the summertime. I have some time. And I'm able to actually think about me and my weight loss journey, which is why I'm sharing it with you. During the school week, school time, it's a little hard to take a moment and breathe and think. But I got all the summer to do that. And as such, y'all are going to get the output. So I thank y'all for being on my journey with me. But keep in mind, without progress, we can regress. Okay? Without progress, we can regress. So we want to make sure we're doing everything in our power to stay consistent and showing up for ourselves, because we know life is going to be inconsistent. But as long as we're doing the things we should be doing, we should be okay. And let me just show you or tell you a quick example of that. Actually, I have 2 examples. I'll make them quick. The first one, last week I went to my daughter's dentist appointment. He was having a horrible day, horrible day. And if you know anything about me, I talk a lot. So I always try to make the appointments the last ones of the day. They leave after seeing me. And he was like, I'm so happy it's you because you always come in here with a smile. And he was like, no joke, Miss, well, he said my last name, but I'm consistent. I come in every day hoping for a great day. I love my job. I love working with the kids. But what is inconsistent is how these parents treat me. So he was having a rough day. And I said, yeah, I get that because I've been doing all the things I'm supposed to be doing. But yet the reward system is just not kicking in the way. That's co-parent walking in the background. That's co-parent. But it's just not pulling out the way that I need it to be. So that is an example of you showing up, you being consistent, but having to deal with the inconsistencies of life. My second example, which I forgot now. I have body dysmorphia. Sometimes I can, like today, I kid you not, today I changed my hair up so I can see my face a little bit better. I'm also wearing a new shirt. Well, I've worn the shirt like twice now, but I can actually see, and it's a large. So I can actually see myself. But when I put on my old clothes, I cannot see the new version of myself. And that's causing me to regress. So where I should be trying to progress, get new clothes, change up my outfits so I can see the new versions of me, I'm finding myself regressing because all I can see is the old versions of me. So even down to my closet, I'm having to adjust so I can see and be the person that I'm actually becoming. You know, we have realistic expectations, but the realistic part is that everything's going to be unrealistic. And that goes back to our consistency. Let's just continue to show up for ourselves, work through our weight loss journeys, and the things that are going to come, they're going to come. It's going to be inconsistent. Yeah. If not anything, you can count on things not being consistent. Show up for yourself. All right, let's get into our injection and the scale. Yeah, I'll see y'all in a moment. $191.8. All right, everyone, so it is Friday. It is injection day. So as you saw, I am now 191.8. So the scale is definitely moving. And who would have thought eating more would help? Eating more, moving more, and drinking more water would have helped. But it did. So let's see. We are at 12.5. Tirzepatide. I am using compound. So as I keep saying, there are many things that are unpredictable on our weight loss journey. But the thing we can be predictable about is showing up for ourselves. Funny, but not funny. And I said I wasn't going to discuss it, but I'm going to discuss it since we're talking about predictability. So the uncertainty, the certainty, all those. So since January of this year, I've had, I don't know if it's one viewer or two viewers. Could be one viewer using a spam account. But I'm going to argue two viewers. And I normally don't care because I actually don't look at my analytics and things of that nature. And I don't worry about what other people are doing. Because again, they're on their own path, their own journey, and they're showing up for themselves. I'm here showing up for myself. But I have two people who, no matter what video I put, would do a thumbs down. Now, I'm going to put you on a prayer list. I did that back in February. Because I was like, this is crazy. This is crazy. But just recently, I had a viewer ask, would I share monetization? You know, as far as my channel and being a content creator, which I still can't say that I'm that, but I'm sharing the journey on YouTube. That's what I'm doing. And I said, I don't know if people are really interested in that, but I gave them my contact information, said I'll talk to you and we can, you know, go through it all out. And that's when I opened up my thing again and realized that every video, every single video, no matter if I have 300 likes, 500 likes, 12 likes, I always have 2 dislikes. So I'm going to continue to pray for you, whoever you or you two are, and I'm going to challenge you to, instead of worrying about me, focus on you. Focus on you. Show up for yourself. Not for me. Don't worry about me. I'm good over here. Even if you do the little thumbs down, I'm good. Because that's an opinion. I don't care about opinions. Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody got one. You don't want to see it. You don't want to smell it. But, you know, it's there. That's kind of how I feel about those thumbs downs. So if you think I'm being perturbed by it, I'm really not. I'm actually more concerned about you. Show up for you. Don't worry about me. I got me. But show up for you. Now I'm going to keep you on my prayer list. Oh, I did this again. Pull. Okay, and I'm going to 60 because this manufacturer is 60. And I push it back in, and then I flip it and pull it back out. So, yeah, just remember, in life, things are going to change, and that changed for me in January. But actually really did change in January, because February is, or the end of January, beginning of February is when the stall hit. And all I could do was keep showing up for myself, just doing the things that I was told to do based on the information that my providers had. Okay, there is a bubble. All right. And y'all, this hurts. When you use these to go here, it hurts. Yeah, I'm not gonna pretend it don't. It hurts. And this is where my mind is like, do we really want to keep going? And I'd be like, yes, we do. Ooh, come on, go, 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 go. There it goes. And then I gotta work my hand back to do the push, y'all. It's a lot. But yeah, so show up for yourself. Do the things you need to be doing. And we'll cheer you on along the way, because that means you showing up for yourself. All right, we are done. We are now moving into week 73. And for those of you who may not have got the live, I have quite a few videos coming up. Quite a few videos. So enjoy. Y'all take care.